Hmm. Okay. Possibly Discord. Oh no, there we go. I need to mute this Discord server. Mm-hmm. All right, let me see. What do I need to do now? There. Here's this. All right. Ooh, hello. Hey, Millie, how are you? Let me see. I'm going to get started here in a minute. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Tired, but good. I had some technical issues getting this set up, so Werewolves and Dogmen are just really advanced furries. Huh. I never thought of it like that. Well, actually, I have. Sadly, I have. I actually have. Oh, no. Need to mute. There we go. Okay. Finally figured out how to mute the entirety of Discord, so Discord's muted. If any other weird sounds come through, it is... I don't know. I can't blame it on anything else. But yeah, I'm going to get started here in a minute. So, yep, Werewolves and Dogmen. But yeah, essentially, werewolves and Dogmen are just really advanced furries. Rar, XD. I forgot this desk is kind of falling apart. But I need I'd say that's a bit better, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but I'm doing something. Okay. So, hi everyone. Welcome to Cryptocast, your source for all things crypto-related, unknown, and paranormal. I'm your host, Parker. And guys, I apologize for the 30-minute late start. I was having some technical issues with Google Chrome for some reason. I don't know. It wasn't working. And hey, Moonla, how are you? But yeah, Google Chrome wasn't recognizing my webcam again, so I have to work on that. So right now I'm live from Mozilla Firefox, and that seems to be working okay. So I mean, I have Firefox always as a backup just in case Google won't work. So yeah, this is actually working out really good. And I keep getting I got 3 Snapchats from different people. I'll check those later. Well, actually, one of them is from the person who actually suggested this stream tonight. And it is a video of them watching my stream. Okay, I have a stalker. That's awesome. That is awesome. I have a stalker. My own fan. Oh, no, wait. They have me hooked up on their TV. They're watching me from their TV. Okay, this is actually great. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm on TV. I think I already have you added on Snapchat, actually. Let me just double check, Millie. Skin Walker Millie. There you are. You have been added. Wait. No, wait. Is that really your mom? I added it. Sorry. Oh, fuck. I added it. Oh, no. What do I... There, I removed it. Okay, there we go. I removed it. We should be good. But, yep, shout out to Molly who suggested this video. If you're watching, Molly, hi. That was just the dogs running around upstairs. But, yes, thank you, Molly, for suggesting this video tonight. And don't worry, Skinwalker Millie, I removed it. So, we're good. Yeah, everybody say thank you to Molly in the chat. She suggested this tonight, so thank you. And after this, I'm probably going to watch some JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Part 5. So that's always fun. So tonight we're talking about werewolves and dogmen. So, ooh, if you heard that pop, that was my knuckle. Felt all right. But yeah, like I said, we're going to be talking about werewolves and dogmen. And there's so many different variations and movie adaptations of werewolves, and it's pretty nuts how popular they've become over the years. Molly is awing right now. IR. All right, I gotta do it now. Aw. But let me see. Okay, but yeah, so but also, guys, the number line is open, so if you guys want to call in, talk to me about talk to me about these werewolves, dogmen, whatever you guys want to call in and talk about. The lines are open. Feel free to call in. Yeah, and also, guys, I have a really cool announcement at the end, so please stay tuned for that if you want to hear the announcement. I'm also going to put it on Twitter probably right after this video, so get pumped for that. But that being said, let's talk about these things. So, like I said, there's many movie and comic book and TV show adaptations of werewolves. I remember when I was a kid, I was watching Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, and they had a Halloween special, and Cookie, I think his name was, he was a werewolf in that, and he was half werewolf except for his head, and Ned was trying to he was a vampire in that episode, and he was trying to help Cookie become full werewolf and everything to avoid these bullies who were zombies or something. And I remember Ned, it was during the daytime, so there was no full moon, so he just pulled his pants down, exposed his ass, did a full mooned him, and he somehow turned into a werewolf from that. So I thought that was pretty funny as a kid. There's also the vampires in the movie Van Helsing. They were the vampires in Van Helsing? I think there were. I mean, no, werewolves. The werewolves in Van Helsing were pretty great. No, well, I was thinking, the vampires in Van Helsing were good, and then there were the ones in the Underworld series, and the ones that they did in Van Helsing were pretty spot on, pretty amazing. I love that, even though the movie itself was actual shit. I'm sorry, Hugh Jackman, if you're somehow seeing this. That movie was not your best work. Let me be honest right now. But the werewolves were spot on, and in the Underworld series, the werewolves, they were okay, but they just didn't have the same effect as the Van Helsing ones did. The Van Helsing ones, they were clearly CGI, but just the way that they were built made them look like really cool. And like I said, despite being a shit movie, they received so much praise from making their werewolves look the way they did. But yeah, in Underworld, the vampires, they started off good. They were pretty much like costumes at first. And then as the movie slowly progressed, like by the fourth or third or one, I think, the werewolves were like really horrible CGI, and they just didn't look as great. And I've never finished the Underworld series yet, and because there's like one more movie left. I almost said episode, but I mean there's one more movie left, so I have not finished it yet. I still kind of have an intention of finishing it, so I'm adding it to the list. Muma, add that to the movie watching list. But yeah, I want to finish that series, even though like the last movie that I saw from it wasn't that great. It's still kind of worth finishing, in my opinion, just to sort of see the whole series out. But yeah, there's that MTV series. I don't know if it's still on or not. It's been years since I've seen it. It's called Teen Wolf. It's about this one guy. He's a werewolf, and it's sort of like a drama, romance, teen heartthrob kind of show. But it was really good. It had like good elements of mythology in there, like the werewolves. The werewolves were okay. They looked more human than werewolf, but I still enjoyed it. They also had this one girl was a banshee. They had this one guy who was a hellhound. They had a kanima, which is like a giant sort of dragon lizard thing some guy turned into, and you never saw him again after the end of the series. There were werewolf hunters. There were the night doctor or dread doctors, who were like doctors that did experiments turning people into chimeras. And it was a good show. It kind of started just slowly going downhill though after a few seasons. So I don't know if it's still on. The actors were great, but it's not what it used to be. So I don't know if it's still on TV or not. But I did enjoy it for the most part. But yeah, now that I sort of just talked about some media and some stuff that werewolves were in, let's actually talk about some of these guys. So what a werewolf is, it's somebody who turns into a giant humanoid wolf-like creature when the moon is full, or in some cases at night. It doesn't have to be just during a full moon. Some people say it can be either during a full moon or just at night in general. What is this? But yeah, werewolves. So like I said, they can either turn into werewolves at night or during a full moon. In some cases, it can be both. Like some people, they can turn to werewolves during at night, but during the full moon, that's when they're most powerful. But in most cases, sort of like what we sort of grown up with, it's sort of like they turn into wolves during the full moon. But let me see. But there have been some cases of werewolves and dogmen. Now, dogmen are a bit different from werewolves. The werewolves, I'm back to start raining, and I had to run back. Oh no, it's been raining here all off and on all day, and no, I don't like the rain. I mean, I like being inside when it rains. I hate being outside in the rain. So whenever I'm like forced to go somewhere from like the parking lot to a building or the parking lot to a car. It's pretty much hell on earth. I'm not too happy during that. But no, I hate the rain for the most part. Let me see. In Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series for Season 0, Seto Kaiba, I wish the rain was my friend. That's literally me right now. I wish the rain was my friend. But, like I was saying, the Michigan dog, there are dogmen in Michigan, but they're elsewhere too. So, there's a difference between dogmen and werewolves. So, dogmen, they're pretty much like what we describe as like a normal werewolf, except they were never human. They were always animals. Well, actually, Moonla, funny thing you mentioned about the rain down in Africa. There's no vampires down in Africa because somebody blessed it and turned to holy water and it killed all the vampires. So there are no vampires down in Africa right now because someone blessed the rain down in Africa. You know, I'm surprised that's not a JoJo stand. This is my stand. Bless the rains down in Africa. Or actually, no, the song's just called Africa. This is my stand. Africa. Wait. There it is. This is my stand. Africa. It takes the form of a globe, and the faster it spins, the faster the world moves, and it can speed up time or slow down time, or some weird JoJo shenanigans like that. Yeah, Iraqi, make it happen. Make it happen. But yeah, like I said, dogmen, they were never human. They were just the creature that they are. They can't infect others with werewolves. I mean, they can't infect people to make them become werewolves. Is Africa part of the world? Sorry about that, guys. I just had a hangnail that was annoying the shit out of me. But my name's Dio Brando, and this is my stand. The world. Or in this case, the globe. But okay, one of these streams, I'm gonna get through it without making a JoJo reference. That is my goal one day for these streams, to get through it without making a JoJo reference. Can it happen? Probably not. Wishful thinking? Definitely. So, like I said, the dogmen, they can't infect people with lycanthropy, which is what turns you into a werewolf. Now, the myth of the werewolf, it goes back all the way to ancient Greece, with a guy named King Lycan, who allegedly tricked Zeus, but when he came down for a feast and fed him human flesh. Now, Zeus was outraged, and he turned King Lycan into the very first lycanthrope, which is where the name lycanthrope comes from Lycan. Wait. Hey, Millie, are you still there? It says Millie added you as a friend. I don't know if your mom added me back or what, but somehow yeah. Oh, that's you. Okay. Not mom. Not mom. Millie, it's you. Okay, yeah. So Des says King Lycan of Arcadia, and it was to test if Zeus was truly all-knowing. The human he fed to Zeus as his own son, Nyctimus. So Zeus was outraged, and he turned King Lycan into the first lycanthrope, which is where lycanthrope gets its name from King Lycan. So he was cursed to wander the world as a beast for this crime he committed. And yeah, that's the origin of the werewolves. And I'm not really too well versed on werewolves. I just know about them, like the general stuff. So I'm just gonna check Google. Google is not Bulbasaur, by the way, but I'm just gonna do a little Google and just to double check something about some facts, just to be sure. But while I'm looking some stuff up for the stream, I'm gonna talk about King Lycan. And I already talked about King Lycan. I meant the Beast of Gévaudan. So what the Beast of Gévaudan is, it was this large dog that was terrorizing France. And people said that it resembled a werewolf. And it only attacked women and young kids. Now, they sent a hunting party out to hunt the creature because it was honestly killing a fuck ton of people, like a metric shit ton of people, like so many people, that the hunters tracked it down and they killed it and they brought it to the king and all that fun stuff. But then I think the body got like lost, burned, or destroyed or something, so we don't have the body anymore, but it was killed. And no, this is not Beauty and the Beast. Well, Beauty and the Beast, actually, hold on. Beauty and the Beast is sort of, well, actually, no. Disney's just a giant furry corporation, now that I think about it. We have anthropomorphic animals there. So is Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes and Disney are just giant furry corporations. So yeah, Disney and Warner Brothers are just giant furry corporations. The more you know. Okay, I apologize for that. That is the cuckoo clock going off. I'll probably show it on a behind the scenes video I do sometime, because this thing goes off like all the time. It's fucking annoying. Any day now, cuckoo clock. Thank you. Don't come out again. Okay, so I just looked up so let me see. I just looked up some stuff really quick just to double check some stuff. So I have some historical werewolf sightings throughout the ages, and let me see. There's one about Peter Stubby in 1589. The only actual record of the case of Peter Stubby, also spelled Stump or Stumpf, aka the Werewolf of Bedburg, is a Lutheran pamphlet, supposedly a translation from some now lost German original that was circulated in London in 1590. According to the pamphlet, the Werewolves of Ossory. I'll check that out. So it says that Peter Stubby, who from his youth was greatly inclined for power, he made a deal with the devil, requesting specifically to work his malice on men, women, and children in the shape of some beasts, whereby he might lie without dread or danger of life, and unknown to be the executor of any bloody enterprise which he meant to commit. The devil gave him a belt, which being put about him, he was straight transformed into the likeness of a greedy, devouring wolf. So this guy made a deal with the devil. The devil gave him a belt that when he put it on, he turned into a werewolf, which is insane. strong and mighty with eyes great and large, which in the night sparkled like unto brands of fire, a mouth great and wide, with most sharp and cruel teeth, a huge body and mighty paws, and no sooner should he be put off the same girdle, but presently he should appear in his former shape according to the according to the proportion of a man, as if he had never been changed. So this guy, he could, like I said, he could put it on, he'd become a werewolf, he'd take it off, and everything. And your icon name should be updated. Your icon is the same, but it says your name is Ren now instead of Moonla. The pamphlet pegs Stubby as a serial killer who murdered and sometimes ate his victims. Over a 25-year period, he was also accused of incest with his daughter, as well as killing and eating his son. Modern historians speculate that Stubby was railroaded for political purposes or to calm those who were terrified of the demons that were killing the townspeople. Stubby was also put to death alongside his lover, Katharina Trump. Or Katharina Trump. Are you saying that Donald Trump's a werewolf? Awesome. Werewolf president. Yo, make that a trending hashtag. Hashtag werewolf president. Yeah, go on Twitter and just start spam and start ancestry records from socialistic means that it's possible that Katharina Trump can be traced all the way back to the U.S. president. Oh, sweet. Hey, let me see. Yeah, hashtag werewolf president. Make that shit trending on Twitter right now. And when Stubby was captured, he told all about his deal with the devil and the magic belt that turned him into a wolf, confessing to murder, incest, and cannibalism. Stubby's execution on October 31st, 1589, in Bedburg, Germany, was an exceptionally gruesome process. He was first lashed to a wheel where the flesh was torn from his body with red-hot pincers. Next, his arms and legs were broken. Then his head was chopped off. Finally, his body was burned. Stubby's girlfriend, a distant relative, and daughter, both accused of incest, were also tortured and then burned alive. After the executions, a wolf's body was set up in public, its head replaced with Stubby's as a warning to anyone else contemplating lycanthropy. So shit. Yeah, I didn't know Donald Trump was traced back to Donald Trump's relative was traced back to some guy who thought he was a werewolf. That's nuts. But yeah, hashtag werewolf president. Make that trending on Twitter. All right, and then the next case that I have on here is of Jacques. How's that for Molly watching right now just texted me and said, "How's that for political smearing?" Donald Trump is a werewolf president. I'm surprised it's actually not a conspiracy theory like by the people that think like the reptilians rule the world, the earth is flat. I'm surprised people that's like not a conspiracy theory. Is Donald Trump a werewolf? So the next case I have is of Jacques Roulette. Molly, if you're still watching, this does give us a reason to slander him. But so like I said, Jacques Roulette of 1598. What we know about Jacques Roulette, who was known as the Werewolf of Angers or the Werewolf of Caude, after two French towns, comes to us via an 1865 account by Sabin Baring Gould. The story goes like this. In 1598, the mutilated body of a teenage boy was discovered in the woods, and wolves were spotted nearby. Uh, hey, Millie, you might want to double check on that. But yeah, a teenage boy was discovered in the woods and wolves were spotted nearby. Okay, so they found a pack of wolves near a dead kid and automatically they're like, ooh, it's a werewolf. Not far away, Roulette was found wounded and half naked. He was arrested and confessed to the murder. Roulette revealed that he was given a salve that transformed him into a wolf. I'd like to see that, Des. Send it to me. And wolves were spotted nearby. Not so. I read that part. The transfer of the boy wasn't even his first kill. He said he had murdered and eaten others. Unlike other cases, there appears to be no clear record of Roulette having been tortured into making confession, and he did not confess to making a deal with the devil. Roulette was sentenced to death for murder, lycanthropy, and cannibalism, but after an appeal, he was judged as mentally ill or feeble-minded and said committed to an insane asylum and religious education for 2 years. Ooh, yay, Jesus. Huh. Huh. Hey, Des, which one is Stubby? Is he the one with his head cut off, or is he one of the other two guys on the wheels? Or oh no, wait, I see him. He's the one with his head staked through the top of a wolf. Okay, I see it. That is, it's nice. I mean, not nice. I mean, it's not nice at all. But I mean, it's cool. But I can't show that on YouTube. Naked men. Oh, it was all him. Okay. But yeah, so Jack Case Roulette, he was in an insane asylum and received religious education for 2 years. So first they deemed him mentally ill, then they sent him to an asylum, and then he gets to learn about Jesus. Amen to that. Amen to that. So this one is the one of Giles Garnier, and okay, that's actually really cool. But yeah, circa 1572, in the town of Dole, France, several children went missing and were later found torn apart in the woods. That autumn, townspeople were charged with finding the werewolf responsible. In November, a hunting group witnessed a wild animal attack on a child, and someone recognized the beast had features that resembled the local hermit Giles Garnier. A week later, when another child disappeared, Garnier and his wife were arrested. 50 witnesses testified against Garnier, and he was put on the rack. He confessed to being a lycanthrope and hunting, killing, and eating children who ventured into the woods, saying that he shared the meat with his wife. In January of 1573, Garnier was burned at the stake. Modern speculation is that Garnier was guilty of murder and cannibalism. He likely found children easier to catch than wildlife, but the werewolf confession is attributed to either mental illness or torture. So yeah, so either he was mentally ill or he just confessed to being a werewolf under torture, because it kind of relates back to the Salem witch trials. Hold on, think of something. It kind of relates back to the Salem witch trials about like how under torture the people confessed to being witches, even though for the most part like they weren't witches. Like they might have been, a few of them might have been, but I mean a lot of people, like you could accuse someone of being the witch back in Salem and the whole town would freak out and they would be put under torture until just to stop the torture they would confess into being a witch. Sort of like the same thing back in the days with these werewolf sightings. If you were accused to be a werewolf, you would be put under torture, and if you wanted the torture to stop, you would have to confess to being a werewolf. So it's pretty nuts. And then, let me see. So this one is number 4 and 5 on this list because they were both combined into one. And it is of Pierre Bourgault. It's Pierre Bourgault and Michael Verdun in 1521. Did you hear the theory that the entire town of Salem as high because of fun? Really? I have not heard that. Well, actually, I think I did at one point. I think I have heard about that the entire town of Salem was high because of fungus in their bread. I think I have heard about that a while ago. But yeah, the fungus sort of like made them delusional and kind of sick, and they thought that they were ergot, yes. And it was contaminated the rye bread. So in the rye that was used to make the bread. So yeah. That caused like I don't know what the symptoms are, but it's pretty much them like seeing things that aren't there, hallucinating, all this stuff that was associated with the witch trials. So I have heard about this theory, but it's been so long I forgot about it. So thank you, Des. I really, that was great. I needed that again. I completely forgot about it. So thank you for that. I completely forgot about that. So like I said, Pierre Bourgault and Michael Verdun in 1521. The werewolves of Poligny were 3 men accused of lycanthropy in France in 1521. Someone was traveling through the area when they were attacked by a wolf. The traveler injured the wolf, then tracked it to Michael Verdun's house, where Verdun was found dripping blood. He was arrested and under torture not only confessed to being a werewolf, but implicated Pierre Bourgault and Philbert Montot. Bourgault in turn confessed, and he told tale making a deal with 3 mysterious men dressed in black to protect his sheep. Bourgault said he only found out later that the deal entitled renouncing God and his baptism. He said in the years that followed, Michael Verdun gave him an ointment that turned him into a wolf, and together they killed at least 2 children. It's not clear whether Philbert Montot ever confessed, but he was executed along with the other 2 accused werewolves. So this honestly kind of shows how much the word can spread through the town. Because, like I was saying, kind of like back in the Salem witch trials and during these werewolf trials and everything, someone was accused of being a werewolf or a witch, and they did not like somebody in the town at all. Like, they really, really hated somebody. They were like, oh yeah, they were a witch too. They were a werewolf too. Might as well kill them if I'm going down. Just to sort of get back at people that they didn't like or just had a vendetta against. So it just sort of shows that, like, back then, even the legal systems and everything were still pretty fucked. Sadly, even more than they were today. So it just shows that, like, how fast that people were afraid of witches and werewolves, blaming them to be demonic and satanic in nature, and just wanting this in their and just wanting them gone from their life, and just wanting their religion and their belief in Jesus to stand out above all of these that they deemed evil. So it's kind of cool looking back at it. Sad, but it's cool to read about and all that stuff. So the next one on this list is the Wolf of Ansbach in 1685. One notorious werewolf case involved an actual wolf. In 1685, the Principality of Ansbach, now a district in Germany, was part of the Holy Roman Empire. It was plagued by a wolf that preyed on livestock and eventually moved on to eating people. Oh, fuck, what were those things called? If anybody knows, please let me know in the live chat. It was that pair of lions that was, like, so dangerous that they had to have hunters come and kill the lions. They were man-eating lions. It was like a duo. They had a name. I forgot what the lions' names were. They had it was like just two lions that were going around just killing people, eating people, killing for sport, kind of like the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World. The lion pair had a name. I forgot what it is. Yes. Hold on. I just want to double check this. Yes, it was the Savo man-eaters. Yeah, this case kind of reminds me of these lions. The werewolf case reminds me of these lions because this wolf had to be hunted down and killed because it was going after people, much like these Savo man-eaters. I think they're taxidermy. The Savo man-eaters taxidermy is on display somewhere. But yeah, these things were really dangerous. They had, and these guys just kill for sport. So it just kind of reminds me about that. But yeah, these lions, they weren't like normal lions. Like they actively sought out and hunted people. So this werewolf case kind of reminds me of that. So it started eating people. The citizens thought they were being terrorized by a werewolf, and they knew exactly who it was. Their unnamed, hated, and dead mayor who had returned in the guise of a wolf. A hunting party with dogs drove the wolf into a well where it was killed. Still believing it was a werewolf, the citizens chopped off the wolf's nose, dressed it in a man's clothing, and added a human mask and hung the body from a pole. You can see the drawing from the hanging here. The carcass was later installed in a local museum. Hey, Des. Oh, no, wait. Oh, shit, no. I found the picture of it. If you guys want to see the picture of this, like the one that Des showed me, it shows right. Hold on, let me get that. I need to get this to focus. But as you can see, right here, you can see the people driving the wolf into a well where it was killed, and then right here, you can see the wolf being hung and dressed in humans' clothes. It's not as violent as the one that you showed me, Des, but it shows all the stages, and the wolf is missing his nose in the picture where he's being hung, because it says they chopped his nose off before they hung him. But yeah, the Wolf of Ansbach, kind of a mysterious, weird case, but still kind of cool nonetheless. So the next case that we have is Vyacheslav of Polotsk in 1044. Vyacheslav was the ruler of Polotsk, a region that is now part of Belarus from 1044 to 1101 CE. History court. I put the one I showed you in the NSF. I got you, Des. So yeah, if any of you guys are in my Discord server and you want to check that out, go to the NSFW part of it, and you will see the one that Des sent. So Vyacheslav, let me see. History records him as a strong leader and warrior, but he was also said to be a sorcerer. In fact, in Russian literature, called Vyacheslav the Sorcerer. Soon after his death, he was referred to as a werewolf in folk tales. This reputation was recorded in the Old Slavic poem, The Tale of Igor's Campaign, in which the prince was said to race from town to town as a wolf. So this guy, he was a sorcerer, and in death they portrayed him as a werewolf. I don't think he was an actual wolf. He was a sorcerer though, and then like when he died, they made him into a werewolf in books and everything. All right, the last one here before we start talking about the Dogmen is the last case, and it is Hans the Werewolf in 1651. Dozens of people were accused of supernatural crimes in a series of witch and werewolf trials that took place in the 17th century in Estonia. One 18-year-old man named Hans was convicted of both lycanthropy and witchcraft. Though he denied making a pact with the devil, Hans admitted that he had been a werewolf for 2 years and had become one of the beasts after he was bitten by a man dressed in black, who was, of course, a werewolf himself. The court decided Hans must have made a satanic deal which made him guilty of witchcraft as well. The teenager was put to death, and a version of the story appeared in 2011. So those are some historic cases of the werewolves. So I hoped you guys enjoyed that. Now I want to talk about dogmen. So if any of you guys, like I said, the phone lines are open. If you guys want to call in, talk to me about this stuff, feel free to do so. Talk to me in the top chat as well. I'll respond to whatever. But dogmen, and also correct me if I'm wrong here, but dogmen, they're not like werewolves. They look like the stereotypical werewolf, but they were never humans in the first place. They were always animals. Bipedal, large dogmen, which is sort of what we see in common werewolf tropes. Now, the dogmen, the most famous one, well, two famous ones are the Michigan dogmen and the Beast of Bray Road. Now, I know there are some stories online about these guys, but I'm going to look up, read these stories, and I'll let you guys know what I find, because these are some really cool and really creepy accounts of finding dogmen. And I accidentally looked up the werewolves again. I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. So, sorry about that. Bear with me here. Dogmen encounters. Oh, no. There was... Johnny Cash is a werewolf? What? Wait, what? Ren, what do you mean by that? What do you mean Johnny Cash is a werewolf? What do you mean by Johnny Cash is a werewolf? What do you mean by Johnny Cash is a werewolf? Oh, okay, I'm getting a call. I'm going to take this. Hello. Thank you for calling. You're live on Cryptocast.
Hi, so you said that men in black are typically werewolves in those ancient stories. Does that mean that Johnny Cash is a werewolf?
What do you mean by Johnny? Does Johnny Cash wear black?
He was a man in black, and he wrote a song all about it, and he always wore black clothes, and he respected not wearing colorful clothes, and respect for veterans.
What? Let me look at Johnny Cash. I haven't seen a picture of Johnny Cash like in a while. He does seem to be wearing all black.
Yep.
He looks more like a JoJo stand character than anything. Or it looks like if he was in JoJo, his stand would be a werewolf. But yeah, Johnny Cash is wearing all black. And Oh, and Johnny Cash, he did play a wolf or fox in The Simpsons, it looks like. So, is that alluding to something? You guys be the judge. Is Johnny Cash a werewolf?
All right, well, I'm going to get going, but I just thought I'd ask you that question and see what your thoughts were.
It was a good question. It's a good theory. I'll have to look more into that. Make that a trending hashtag. Johnny Cash is a werewolf. But yeah, thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye. What do you guys think? Is Johnny Cash a werewolf? Well, I mean, I think Hugh Jackman is. He has like the really long sideburns that makes him look kind of like a wolf. Well, no, he's actually more of a Wolverine. I had something on me. I was looking up Johnny Cash again. Let me look up something. Dogmen sighting. I need to go grab something really quick. I forgot I needed like a little prop for this video. I'll be right back in just like 2 seconds. I apologize. Oh, fuck, the fish tank. I apologize. I apologize for that. But is Clifford a werewolf too? If Johnny Cash is a werewolf, Clifford has to be a werewolf too. I don't know. Leave your thoughts about this guy in the comments below too. But also, what else was I going to say? But yeah, so let's read about some dogmen encounters. But the way that Clifford's looking at me, I think he says yes. He is a werewolf. Okay. Should Clifford be the official Cryptocast mascot? I don't know. So read about dogmen sightings here. To read, okay, so let's see. Each one of these states that highlighted in red have at least one dogman. Okay, so the states in the United States, the states that have red have at least one dogman in them. And the states are Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Canada, and all over the world. So all of those places in the states have werewolves. I mean, dogmen. However, these states do not. So if you guys don't like these things, you know where to move to. These are them right here. These are dogmen safe. Connecticut, Delaware, Mississippi, New Jersey, North Dakota, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Utah, Vermont, and Wyoming. Those are the places that they do not live. Let's check out what Missouri has to say. Ooh, these two are right by me. Holy shit, I'm gonna read these. I saw 3 of them eating something big and bloody in a field. They saw me, stopped eating, and followed me back to the farm when I got out of there. This happened more than 50 years ago. It was forbidden to talk about it in the family, lest the neighbors think we were crackpots. Now all the old folks are gone, and I've told my children about what I saw that day. They said I should write it down, but I think I'll leave that up to them to do. There were other strange things going on in the area, but at that time, we didn't know what was going on. They wouldn't tell us kids. It's been cathartic. It's been cathartic to talk about, and I'm so pleased to see that others have seen them too. But I have to tell you, to think back on something I've tried to forget for over 50 years is terrible. It was so frightening. I haven't been able to get a good night's sleep. Thinking back on all that gore and those things' faces, I truly believe they would have eaten me if they hadn't just eaten already. When I finally told where and what happened, I was called a bald-faced liar and given a good beating. Then the folks went to the field and to the truck that I hid in and saw the gore, blood scratches, prints, and all. Later, an uncle up the road about 5 miles had these prints come up to his house. He took pictures of them, and there was a newspaper article about some sort of huge cat prowling around. I don't know if that has anything to do with those critters or not. A neighboring farm that was owned by a wealthy family compared to us had a prize bull go missing. I bet that had something to do with those things. He was a huge thing and very ornery. They never found a trace. I know this is choppy and not very clear, but it still makes me nervous to talk about it after all this time. Anonymous, time in the afternoon in the summer, over 50 years ago. I was rolling the trash cans out for pickup the next day. It was late, so I grabbed a flashlight. I walked out the back door. I unlocked the gate and was dragging the can while walking backwards. As I passed a fence, it blocked my view of my neighbor's garage. That's when my light hit this wolf creature. I froze instantly. The creature was about 20 feet away, and I could clearly see that it was crouching. When our eyes met, it turned to its right and fell to all fours and left my neighbor's driveway in one jump. That driveway is about 12 feet wide. The creature was about 8 feet tall and maybe 300 pounds. It looked kind of thin around the waist, but it was very muscular. I dropped the trash can and panic set in. I ran inside, grabbed my gun, and locked myself in my room. I've never felt fear like that before. When the light hit its eyes, they were a vibrant yellow color. His fur was short and charcoal colored. I could hear the clicking of his claws when he dropped down on all fours. I thought I was seeing things. I didn't sleep a wink that night. It made me really question my sanity. Furthermore, it made me seek a concealed carry weapons permit. Just a few nights ago, I heard something whimpering when it was just starting to get dark. I slammed my window shut and hit the lights. I laid in bed with my AR-15 that night. Anonymous, time 10:15, date 11/19/2015. Okay, this one is super long. I'm not going to read that one. But right here, I'm going to make some announcements here really quick. So I don't have a topic set for next week. So if you guys have any suggestions that you want me to do, let me know. If you guys like this video, be sure to hit that like button, dislike if you disliked it. If not, there might be a dog man outside your window tonight howling at you saying, "Oh, better like this video or I'm coming in there." So be sure to like this video just in case you liked it. Also, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new, because I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers so I can do a cryptid giveaway of some sort, which you guys will really like. It's vintage, old, cryptid-related products that I think you guys will like. So share this with a friend who likes Werewolves and Dogmen, and just be sure to also check out my social media, guys. All that's in the description below. I'm still taking stories for my Cryptocast Halloween 5-hour special on up until Halloween, so be sure to send me those. Also, guys, I'm happy to announce next Saturday, a week from Saturday, I'm going to be doing a test run of this, see how it goes. I'm going to be doing a Cryptocast karaoke night. I'm going to be singing songs requested by you guys, songs that I want to do as well. So be sure to tune in next Saturday for that. And then if it goes good, I'll invite some friends next time for my next Cryptocast karaoke night, and it's going to be pretty fun. So that was my big announcement, Cryptocast karaoke a week from Saturday. Please be sure to tune into that. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, guys. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great, safe weekend and all that. And because this weekend's gonna be fun for me. I'm gonna go see. I'm celebrating my grandma's 85th birthday, so I'm looking forward to that. Stay away from werewolves, guys. If you do, if you see one, silver bullets and wolfsbane, keep them away. So that being said, guys, thank you for watching Cryptocast. I've been your host, Parker. Have a great, safe weekend. Keep it up. I don't know. Guess I'm a werewolf. Either I'm a werewolf or I turn into a furry. Either way, it's scary. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a great, safe weekend. Thank you guys for watching Cryptocast. I've been your host, Parker. Have a great, safe weekend. You guys can actually make memes out of this if you want. I'll give you guys a chance. You can like screenshot this if you want. Make memes out of it. Send them to me in my Discord. Send them to me in my social media. I would love to see memes. I love to see your memes about me with this hand. So please be sure to screenshot this. Will give you guys a chance. All right, good. So yeah, so be sure to send me those memes. I would love to see them. I'll even shout you guys out next video if you do, and post a link to the memes that you send me. So all right, guys, I'll see you next time. Have a safe weekend.